We did it, boys! We finally got the beta saber. And it only took, what, 2 months? Yeah, not long at all. So you clicked on this video looking to become richer on Mineclub. If you watched my last video on this topic, then I assume you followed the steps as best as you could, or you're already kinda rich, and you managed to gain a decent net worth. But some of the techniques I mentioned before are either a bit unclear or not useful anymore. So in today's video, I'll be expanding on some of my previous steps and giving as much information I can on ways of getting richer and gaining as many items as you can. But before we get into the video, do make sure to subscribe as it really does help out the channel and I appreciate it a lot. Also, you should join my Discord as I'll soon be hosting events and doing many giveaways, so make sure to come check it out. The link is in the description. The first thing I'd recommend doing is learning the market. This might seem quite basic, but getting a better understanding of the main centerpiece of cosmetics in Mineclub will be very useful for you. Specifically by learning it, I mean working out the average price of certain items, of course preferably unobtainables, so you can work out when the best time is to buy or sell your cosmetics. This is known as market flipping and is one of the best ways to make money on the server. Market flipping can be done with any item you can list and can be used to make millions of profit if done efficiently. If you are able to have some decent knowledge about the prices of items, you can easily make lots of money through quick buys and sells or even just long-term investments. One of the best ways to try and do this if you don't have much money is when the newest unobtainables come out. If you manage to get your hands on some of them early, I would highly recommend selling them as quick as possible because over the course of the event, they will drop in price a lot. But once you have sold them, you can wait until it's nearer the end of the event as they will have dropped in price loads more and you can spend a lot of money on them and use them as long-term investments as they begin to naturally rise after the event finishes. But even if you can't learn the market, there is always people in chat being helpful so they could possibly help you, or even better, there is a Discord dedicated to this called Mineclub Bets and they have charts on some of the most popular item prices and are updating them every single day. I'd recommend checking them out as it could really help you expand your knowledge with the marketplace. But the cosmetics are not the only item you can flip. There's additionally the premium tokens and the boxes that can be accessed by pressing this little rainbow diamond in the market. These work slightly different to the cosmetics. Instead of listing your token or box on the market and waiting for someone to buy it, you are now trading with the market itself with direct buying and selling. The way this works is when you buy one of these items, the current price goes up by 0.1% for the next person who decides to buy it. And of course when you sell one, it goes down by 0.1% as well. So these items are often used as long-term investments and are bought in bulk. For example, when the community started heavily buying premium tokens due to the fact that housing beta would be limited to premium players only. The tokens ended up going from 400k to around 550k in under a month. So this meant that players who invested 10 million into these tokens were now going to receive over 4 million gems in profit. Now of course this is less efficient than other techniques in this video, but this is a very good method if you do not want to have to spend lots of time watching the market and would rather earn the money through passive income. Something I would like to mention quickly is wagering. Wagering is quite unclear if it actually makes you money or not, as most people play Match 5 or Minesweep, and these games are completely luck based. Personally, I do not choose to wager, but if you can manage what you decide to gamble well, sometimes you can stumble on some luck and make some good profit. Now before we get on to the last way to make money, which probably most of you will know anyway, here are some great extra tips you can also use. Compete on the leaderboards, if you have enough time. Sell your event tokens in chat. Play tabletop search games for a 2% chance of getting a common box when you win. They're currently worth 20k. Compete in drop parties and giveaways, and finally, buy premium for the extra perks. It's worth it long term, trust me. You get double tokens in the event, you have more storage space for your items, you can list more items in the market, but the best of all is, you get a pink name in the Discord? Thank you Mineclub, very cool, very cool. Anyways, as most of you will know, one of the best strategies to making money the fastest is interest. Now for those of you that don't know what interest is or how it actually works, let me explain it to you quickly. Interest is extra money earned from having an unobtainable cosmetic on the market. This item earns 0.003% every second, which equals to 1 gem per every 300k your item is worth. But it also rounds up to the next 300k, so if you have an item for 450k gems, you get 2 gems every single second. The maximum price you can earn for interest is 5 million, which equals to 17 gems every second. If you list an item higher than that, it will just earn the same amount as an item that's 5 million, so don't worry about it having to be under 5 million for you to gain interest. It of course can only be done by one item, and you have to have the lowest price for that item on the market. Now of course, by those numbers alone, that seems like nothing at all. Like only 1 gem per second, that's practically nothing. But over time, that adds up. Let me give you an example real quick. From just a minute of collecting 10 gems a second, you can earn 600 gems. Then 10 minutes is 6,000. Then an hour is 36,000. And if you somehow manage to hold that item for 24 hours, this would never happen, but just go along with it, you would earn over 800,000 gems in just one day. This would never happen, of course, due to players always fighting for interest. However, with a bit of luck and staring at the market 24/7, you can easily earn lots of money additionally to the other techniques at the same time. Some would argue that wagering is the better technique, but in the end, these can both basically be done at the same time, making tons of money. The Mineclub economy is constantly inflating, with the amount of gens entering the market increasing every single day. So use these techniques to the best you can and enjoy your journey to becoming a richer Mineclub player.